Marco, you have been sharing your thoughts about Ace left and right on
Oh
TikTok. How
my.
are we feeling about Ace right now? Has he redeemed himself in any ways for you?
No, you know what? He hasn't. He hasn't yet. I feel like he's turning the circle. I mean, how could he still be a ringleader when there keeps getting guys sent home? So he's losing his ring, but I feel like he still makes the side comments that upset me. But he is getting better. Like, who's him to tell him what to do with Brian's baby? Let's be for real.
Right.
If someone tells me I can't leave my baby out in the sun yeah, it's probably not right. But if someone tells me that, I'm fucking pissed off.
Yeah. Now, Hannah, how do you feel about Ace?
So I'm very empathetic. That's where me and Marco are a little different with our takes. I think after the vote, finding out how America felt about him, he's thinking a little different, toning it down.
He has to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that he knows, that was honestly, it was kind of, depending on how you feel about Ace, either wonderful or painful to watch him really lose that challenge, essentially, because I really think he thought he did. He placed himself at the top of the line for so much of it, and just to see how dejected he was, to figure out how America really felt, it was wild. It was almost kind of more explosive than movie night, in my opinion. We're not getting
Ooh,
movie
I
night
know.
this season.
I agree.
But I don't know. This
Yeah,
that
well,
was, it was
I
kind
don't
of,
know if Huda could handle a movie night.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a movie
Oh,
night
I
with
know.
Huda, that would be,
Because you know what I mean?
the
I don't
crash
know.
out of all crash outs.
That would be rough. But were you guys surprised? I was kind of delighted to see she did not crash out as much as I think America thought she would last night.
You know why?
Why?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Chris showed an insane amount of emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Okay. As a man, to be able to take a step away is the number one factor that we all need to learn. Men just need to take a step away because we're quick. Especially me, I'm fucking crazy. We're quick to retreat. We need to take steps away. He took a step away. He processed why she's upset. I mean, for fuck's sake, if I'm in a yoga class and the instructor, who is my boyfriend, is asking, or couple, whatever, is asking everyone if they have anything they want to say, then say it now. And you ask every match station except the woman I'm with next to me, I've been pissed too. But
Yeah.
his emotional intelligence to take a step back, to realize that, yeah, maybe I don't understand where she's coming from, but I have the patience to sit there and understand why she feels that way, take it in, calm her down, and then really get her point of view just showed me the growth of him, honestly.
I think they're a good match. When I was watching that whole situation play out on the show last night, I was like, they really know how to handle each other. I feel like they, in some ways, match each other's freak. Or maybe it's like an opposites attract kind of thing.
I think it's more of like they know how each other click and
Yeah.
they know each other's dance. Yes.
And even when Chris was trying to diffuse the situation, there was almost a flirtatious subtext that Huda enjoyed. They just have really good chemistry, and it's really making me like Huda a lot. What are your thoughts on the whole Hurricane Huda of it all, and the crash outs with Jeremiah versus the Huda now, who seems to be very happy and well adjusted and able to handle conflict? It was such a wild turn of events.
I think, sorry, I don't want to talk over you. You know, this is fires. Yeah.
No.
I think Jeremiah was just so shy, didn't know if you could say the right thing, didn't know how to really, maybe never had a woman in his life like Huda that like comes onto him that strongly, that he didn't know how to diffuse it and grow with the situation he was dealt. Chris, on the other hand, I'm sure he's had experiences with issues or personalities like this, not issues, personalities, and he was able to figure out how to use it for the better, not let it keep a snowball effect and explode it.
Yeah.
Like even Chris asking, is there things that like make you mad that I do? That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Right. Yeah. Communication is key, and
Right.
he's about that. Yeah.
And I am curious, Hannah, because a lot of whenever we talk to people about Love Island, everyone I feel has a different thought on Nicolandria.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What are our thoughts on them right now?
I love them. I feel like it works. I would have liked to seen it earlier, but it's hard. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you're in there, you feel like you have to do things sometimes because of like peer pressure, or maybe that's how the show goes.
Right.
But like, I think they click.
There is
I
chemistry
fucking
there.
love Nicolandria.
Right? Are we into it? I'm into
On the
it.
radio.
Yeah, you can curse. You can curse. You're fine.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
all good.
Oh, awesome.
It's satellite, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you fucking
Hey.
love them.
I fucking love them. Number one, I love seeing a woman show her personality. Like when I brought my goofy side out and Hannah, that made me so happy. So when I saw Nick be able to, because Olandra always seemed like she had to defend herself. She always
Right.
seemed like she was put on the edge and up so tight. Nick just broke that down.
Yeah.
And he also does the same thing for him. She also brings a different side of him out. I really love their chemistry. When there's something with chemistry, you can't deny it.
Yeah.
It's been there since the start.
Yeah, and
You know?
Nick has this way, like you mentioned, of bringing out a different side of Alandria, whereas like when she was with Taylor, it was almost like she was constantly trying to convince Taylor to like her, and it was just getting really sad because he clearly just didn't like her as much as she liked him, and now I feel like she's with someone who appreciates her more than Taylor did. Obviously, because it was instant when he was paired up with Clark from Casa. The chemistry was there. He just liked her a lot more. They just gelled a lot better together. Now, with the whole Nick and Alandria situation, it seems like the universe or production, the way that the show has been going, they just keep coming back together, which obviously we got to talk about Sierra and her departure from the villa. How do we feel about Sierra getting the boot after the past racial slurs surfaced online? Do you think that Peacock made the right call?
Definitely, I think they made the right call. In the comments, it was all everybody was talking about
Yeah.
on every post. And it is hypocritical to kick someone off who used a racial slur and then keep someone else.
Right.
And I feel like it would have been worse for Sierra
Yes.
if they kept her on the show the whole time. Say she makes it to the finals, which I don't think would have happened. But she did, and then comes off the show and sees all this. I feel like that would have been even more of a pain for her
Yeah.
than she's probably already feeling with everything.
And more complicated for the network, too, because then they would have to, I don't know, say Sierra made it to the Final Four and placed. Imagine she won, I mean, she wouldn't have, but imagine that she did. And then, Peacock and production would have to answer for it, and it just would have been such a mess. So I think exactly, you're right. If they kicked you, Lisa, off for making racist comments, they have to,
Have their standard,
hold that
yeah.
precedence and kick Sierra off too. And every fan was calling for it. It just seemed like
yeah.
I think there's a time delay. It feels like to us Love Island is happening in real time, but I think you guys are 36 hours behind, so it probably took a minute for them to figure out what to do there.
Yeah, from my opinion on this, I think that, yes, you have to do it. Like, you literally have to. But I want it to be shown as a sign to everybody's future coming on the show, a learning sign that, like, this is not okay. Saying things like this is not appropriate. And the truth will always come out,
Yeah.
So I think, if anything, if you can try to use a little positive in this situation, which there's not much, it's a sign that change is happening.
Yeah.